Welcome back to Movies Explained. Today's film is a thriller sci-fi from 2000 titled, Mission to Mars. The movie opens with a farewell party at the home of Luke Graham, an astronaut about to embark on a journey to Mars. Surrounded by his loved ones, Luke celebrates his upcoming mission with joy and anticipation. However, his colleague Jim McConnell, who had been preparing for the same mission, is noticeably absent. It is revealed that Jim's absence is due to the recent death of his wife, leaving him unable to join Luke on the voyage. 13 months later, we find Luke and his fellow crew members successfully landing on Mars. Meanwhile, back at the World Space Station's command center, Jim and the rest of their colleagues closely monitor the mission's progress and maintain communication with the crew. Excitement fills the air as the team on Mars stumbles upon a peculiar and radiant structure. They speculate that this formation might be an extension originating from an underground geothermal water column, holding great potential for future human colonization plans. Recognizing the significance of this discovery, the crew quickly relays the information to the command center. Fueled by curiosity and determination, they set off towards the enigmatic structure, eager to conduct a thorough investigation. Stepping out of their spacecraft, the astronauts are greeted by an unusual sound. Initially dismissing it as interference from their robots, they press on, continuing their exploration. Soon, they come across a towering formation that resembles a majestic mountain. To their surprise, the crew's radar detects a metallic composition within the structure. Driven by their scientific curiosity, they decide to boost the radar power, causing the sand beneath their feet to shift. Initially, they merely observe and record the unexpected transformation unfolding before them. However, their attention is abruptly seized as a massive vortex materializes out of thin air, launching a sudden and violent assault on the astronauts. Tragically, the vortex claims the lives of everyone except Luke, leaving him as the sole survivor. But the ordeal doesn't end there. Emitting an immensely powerful electromagnetic pulse, the vortex wreaks havoc on the spacecraft's electronic systems, causing widespread damage and disruption. Once the chaos subsides, the enigmatic formation finally unveils its true nature. It takes the form of an enormous humanoid face, a profound indication that Mars was once home to the ancient species of Homo sapiens. Luke is left to grapple with the awe-inspiring revelation and the immense responsibility that rests upon his shoulders. Meanwhile, a shocked and injured Luke miraculously manages to transmit a desperate message to the World Space Station. As this transmission reaches Jim, a wave of concern washes over him, leading him to seek out his superior, Ray. Urgently, Jim proposes organizing a rescue mission without delay. However, Ray remains skeptical, cautious of the unknown dangers that may lurk on Mars. Doubts linger, casting a shadow over Luke's chances of survival through the night. Complicating matters further, Ray harbors distrust towards Jim due to his withdrawal from the previous expedition. In the midst of this tense exchange, another astronaut named Woody Blake, present in the room, steps forward to defend Jim. Woody passionately argues that Jim's absence was solely due to his dedication to caring for his ailing wife, a decision any loving husband would prioritize. Furthermore, it was Jim and his wife who possessed extensive knowledge of and designed the Mars mission, making him the most equipped to navigate the planet's challenges. Woody's compelling argument manages to sway Ray's perspective. Finally convinced, Ray gives the green light, resulting in the launch of a rescue spacecraft comprised of a skilled team of 4 individuals. This team includes Woody, accompanied by his wife Terry Fisher, alongside Jim and a technician named Phil Olmier. Their mission's primary objective: to uncover the truth behind the tragic events on Mars and ensure Luke's safe return. With determination fueling their hearts, the crew embarks on their perilous journey, ready to face the unknown and confront the mysteries that await them on the Red Planet. Approaching Mars orbit, the astronauts are greeted by the persistent and enigmatic interference that has plagued their communication. Alongside this peculiar phenomenon, they discover 3 somber burial mounds, solemn reminders of their fallen crew members. Suddenly, a fierce magnetic storm engulfs the planet, shrouding their surroundings in an impenetrable veil, making visibility impossible for the astronauts. However, Ray manages to transmit a crucial video message, granting them permission to proceed with landing on Mars. Woody, carrying the weight of this significant development, seeks out Jim to share the news. To his surprise, he finds Jim engrossed in a family movie, cherishing memories of his beloved late wife. With their focus renewed, the team diligently prepares for the Mars landing. But just as they are immersed in their tasks, a sudden swarm of small meteorites bombards their spaceship, inflicting damage upon its hull and causing an injury to Phil's arm. The impact also results in a dangerous atmospheric leak, threatening their very survival. Undeterred, the crew springs into action, commencing immediate repair procedures while meticulously searching for the elusive source of the breach. Despite their efforts, the breach proves too minuscule to be visually detected, leaving them on the verge of a catastrophic crash. However, Terry's quick thinking shines through as she ingeniously squeezes a packet of juice, releasing its contents to float toward the breach. The fluid's path reveals the breach's location, guiding Woody as he bravely ventures into the vastness of space to mend it using a liquid substance. In the midst of this life-or-death struggle, Jim finds himself teetering on the precipice of asphyxiation. Miraculously, he summons the strength to endure, fighting against the overwhelming odds. Unbeknownst to the crew, the recent collision with meteorites has caused severe damage to their spacecraft's fuel tanks, adding another layer of danger to their already treacherous situation. As a devastating consequence, the ignition of the main engines triggers a catastrophic fuel leak into the vastness of space, resulting in a powerful explosion that obliterates the spaceship. Left with no other options, the desperate crew is compelled to don their spacesuits and embark on a perilous journey towards the resupply module, a remnant from the first mission that orbits Mars in close proximity. Fate seems to conspire against them, as the resupply module drifts in a slightly lower orbit, moving at a swifter pace than the crew. Time becomes an implacable adversary. Sensing the urgency, Woody musters all the remaining fuel in his rocket to propel himself towards the module. With sheer determination, he manages to secure a tether to the module, but the strain causes him to lose his grip, sending him hurtling down towards the Martian atmosphere. In a state of panic, Terry, driven by love and unwavering devotion, makes the bold decision to detach her tether from the safety of the module. Against the warnings of the rest of the crew, she ventures after her beloved husband, resolute in her determination to save him at any cost. With each passing moment, the stakes rise higher. However, as Terry reaches an agonizing distance, Woody selflessly removes his helmet, sacrificing his own life to ensure her survival. A selfless act of heroism that leaves Terry grief-stricken and mournful, suspended in the void of space. Overwhelmed by the immense loss, she eventually gathers her strength and returns to her remaining companions, a mix of sorrow and gratitude etched upon her face. Together, the crew finds solace in their shared grief, cherishing the memory of Woody and facing the daunting reality of their predicament. Bound by the unbreakable bond forged through their extraordinary journey, they must navigate the treacherous Martian landscape and confront the challenges that lie ahead, honoring the sacrifice made by their fallen comrade. In the following scene, the crew finally sets foot on the Martian surface, their mission focused on repairing the Earth returning vehicle, ERV, using the carefully preserved motherboards they brought along. As they diligently work on the repairs, they also take the opportunity to explore the remnants of the first spaceship that brought their former crew to Mars. To their astonishment, they find that the living quarters remain intact. Jim ventures into the greenhouse section. There he is met with a breathtaking sight, a flourishing oasis of thriving plants. The vibrant greenery offers a stark contrast to the desolate Martian landscape. Jim removes his helmet and catches a glimpse of his own reflection in a water-filled bucket. He realizes that someone is standing behind him, holding an axe. Jim swiftly turns around, only to be met with the face of Luke, his former crewmate. Initially appearing hostile, Luke has been living alone on the planet for months, enduring the harsh realities of isolation. However, when Jim utters the names of Luke's wife and son, a flicker of recognition crosses Luke's eyes, calming his initial hostility. The toll of solitude and the loss of his crew have taken a toll on Luke's mental state, evident in his demeanor. Nevertheless, he musters the strength to convey the discoveries made by his team to the rescuers, including the revelation of the colossal humanoid face etched into Mars' surface. Luke presents the rescuers with his most valuable find, a recording capturing the distinct noise that echoes in the proximity of the mysterious formation. After months of meticulous analysis, Luke has managed to unravel the enigma surrounding the peculiar sound. It turns out to be a remarkable three-dimensional representation of human-like DNA, intricately mapped on a spatial coordinate system. Luke believes that this intricate structure is a distinct signature left by an intelligent presence. Jim and his crew delve into hours of research, uncovering a startling revelation. The mysterious signals they have encountered are not mere signatures, but rather an interactive prompt, waiting for the input of a missing pair of chromosomes, an essential component for completing the human DNA sequence. It becomes clear that they are facing a test left behind by the creators of this enigmatic formation, and the tragic fate of the previous crew was the consequence of an incorrect response. Jim firmly believes that they must fulfill the sequence to pass this extraordinary test. They deploy a rover, equipped with radar, to transmit the completed signal into the void. The plan unfolds flawlessly, and to their surprise, an opening appears on the side of the formation, shining with a light that seems to come from another world. While Phil remains behind to repair the ERV, the remaining crew members make the bold decision to venture further into the heart of the formation. However, as they step inside, the entrance abruptly seals shut, severing their connection with Phil and trapping them within the confines of this unfathomable structure. Not long after their entry into the sealed confines of the formation, the crew is astounded to discover that the atmosphere within bears a striking resemblance to that of Earth. They cautiously remove their helmets and find themselves able to breathe naturally, their bodies adjusting seamlessly to the newfound environment. Advancing deeper into the enigmatic structure, they enter a vast chamber. To their amazement, this chamber displays a mesmerizing and intricately detailed three-dimensional representation of the solar system. As their minds process this astounding revelation, a holographic figure appears in front of them, taking on the shape of a Martian. Without uttering a single word, this enigmatic figure begins to communicate, its silent explanations unfolding before their eyes. The figure reveals that Mars, in the distant past, was a thriving planet teeming with life and brimming with water. However, the destiny of Mars was forever altered when a catastrophic asteroid collided with the planet, shattering its ecosystem and plunging it into desolation. The surviving Martians, faced with an inhospitable world, were compelled to abandon their ancestral home in search of new habitable settlements. Additionally, they dispatched their own life forms to ancient Earth, entrusting the planet with the microscopic bacteria that would eventually give rise to a remarkable chain of evolution. Across billions of years, these humble life forms evolved and flourished, eventually developing into the rich tapestry of plant and animal species that now call Earth their home. Humans, in particular, emerged as the dominant species, mirroring the aspirations of their Martian predecessors. The astounding realization dawns upon the crew: humans, along with every other living organism on Earth, are not merely inhabitants of this planet, they are the descendants of Mars itself. The weight of this revelation hangs heavy in the air as the crew grapples with the profound implications of their discovery. They find themselves at the nexus of interstellar heritage, bridging the vast expanse of space and time. In this moment of introspection and awe, they are confronted with the intricate interconnectedness of the universe, forever reshaping their understanding of their place within it. As the holographic figure's presentation reaches its conclusion, it extends its hand towards the astronauts, signifying a shared kinship that transcends planetary boundaries. The image of the Martian figure gradually dissipates, leaving the crew in a state of awe and contemplation. In a gesture of invitation, the figure beckons one of the astronauts to accompany them on their extraordinary journey to other galaxies. Meanwhile, Phil manages to establish contact with the crew and delivers alarming news: a deadly storm is rapidly approaching their location. The urgency of their situation is clear: failure to depart in time could result in their entrapment or even their demise. Faced with this imminent threat, the crew begins their preparations for departure. However, Jim makes an unexpected announcement. He has made a decision that leaves his fellow crew members in shock. He chooses to stay behind and embark on the Martian's intergalactic odyssey. It is a realization of his lifelong dream to explore the vast expanse of the galaxy. Although the crew members are taken aback, they understand Jim's longing and respect his choice. Prior to their departure, Terry presents Jim with a rocket pendant, a poignant symbol of their enduring friendship and a connection to Woody. It serves as a reminder of their shared experiences and the profound bond they formed during their journey. With heartfelt farewells, Luke and Terry make their way out of the Martian formation, leaving Jim alone within a cylindrical structure that undergoes a metamorphosis into a capsule-like container. As Jim is gently lifted into the depths of outer space, he confronts the uncertainty of his future, knowing he is wholly reliant on the Martians. Yet, the loss of his wife has left an indelible mark on his spirit, driving him to embrace the opportunity to live his dream of traversing the vastness of space. If this is to be his final journey, he accepts it as the right path, with the solace of knowing he will soon be reunited with his beloved wife. Within his capsule, Jim observes as it fills with a clear liquid. Holding his breath for as long as he can, he anticipates the unknown. Eventually, his need for air overcomes him, and he takes a breath. To his astonishment, he discovers that he can breathe freely within the liquid, realizing that he has entered an entirely new state of existence. A smile graces Jim's face as he relishes this revelation, flooded with cherished memories of the past. In a poignant moment of finality, Jim bids a heartfelt farewell to his former crew members, embracing the beauty of their shared experiences and wishing them well on their continued journey. As the crew members prepare for takeoff, they catch a glimpse of Jim's Martian craft soaring past them at a velocity hundreds of times greater than their own ERV. It ventures deep into the uncharted expanses of space, disappearing into the vastness of the unknown. The movie concludes with the remaining crew members sending their best wishes to Jim, hoping for his safe passage and new adventures that lie ahead. Their intertwined destinies, shaped by the mysteries of Mars and the vastness of the cosmos, serve as a testament to the boundless wonders that await humanity in the great expanse of the universe. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.